Year after year, we continue to see the evolution of the Air Max lineup. And I love it. Mind you, it's not always a hit, but it's very rarely a miss. Is this year's newest Air Max a hit? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Air Max 2021. Let's get into it. I can only imagine what it would have been like to have been a sneakerhead in 1987. You see, in 1987, Nike released the Tinker Hatfield design Air Max 1. The Air Max 1 was marketed as a performance running shoe, so a far cry from what we associate the Air Max brand to be today, which is a hardcore lifestyle shoe. The Air Max 1 was the very first shoe that had a cored out part of the midsole that you could see right through. That cored out part of the midsole exposed a pouch that was holding pressurized air that was intended to give the most comfortable cushioning that was available at the time. These pouches of pressurized air are often referred to as air units, airbags, or air bubbles, and have become an absolutely iconic part of the Nike brand. And the Air Max franchise itself has always stayed true to those design roots, pushing the boundaries of how Nike implement the Air Max technology in each of their releases. I could talk for hours about Air Max shoes. There has been such a great evolution of the concept, going from a single airbag to multiple airbags, to combinations of the airbag technology with other types of Nike cushioning tech like React, as we saw in the 270 React. Then we've had full-length air units that run the entire length of a shoe. But that's not what this video is about. This video is taking a look at the latest entrant to the very long line of Air Max shoes, the Air Max 2021. And I've got to say, the Air Max 2021 is an absolutely cracking lifestyle model. I'll start with taking a look at the midsole setup of the Air Max 2021 because that's what I'm most interested in. Whenever Nike release a new Air Max model, I'm always keen to see how they've pushed the boundaries a little bit more in deploying that Air Max technology. And while it looks a little bit more traditional than some of the other models we've seen in years gone by, like the 270, which had an air bubble wrapping around the back of the shoe, to the 720, which had a huge air bubble wrapping around almost the entire shoe, this has an airbag that sits within a cored out part of the midsole. But in practice, it actually works a lot differently. I would describe the Air Max 2021 as having a detached midsole. There is the forefoot midsole, which is comfortable. It's not overly soft, it's not firm either. It just feels nice and comfortable. And then you've got the heel, which has a huge airbag unit that is encapsulated within this TPU plasticky feeling cage. But this cage actually collapses with this massive airbag unit. And what that means is you're getting an ultra soft experience on the heel while you're walking. I think if comfort is your absolute priority, this should be on the top of your list to at least try out. If you've got a store near you that's open and you can go in and try on a pair of these, I honestly think you should. And if you are disappointed or you don't think it's comfortable, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I honestly can't imagine anyone really thinking that this is an uncomfortable setup. I would go as far to say that this is the most comfortable Air Max shoe I own. Moving down into the outsole, and what we've got is nothing special. A two-tone rubber outsole that has a waffle-like tread pattern. The good thing about this outsole though is that I think it would be durable and also quite grippy, so I think it's kind of got you covered for any sort of terrain you're planning on taking a pair of shoes like this on. I wouldn't expect anyone to be going hiking in a pair of shoes like this, but it does have you covered for a pretty broad range of conditions. The lugs are pronounced, but they're not overly deep. And then coming into the upper, look, it's not my favorite, but on the plus side, it is comfortable, and it's made out of a mix of like engineered mesh and textile. But the reason why I say it's not my favorite is because when you touch it, it's got this Hessian baggy type of feel to it, which I don't love. But again, on foot it is comfortable, and I don't think you can ask for much more than that. We've got a textile panel that wraps around the heel of the shoe, and that works to giving the shoe heaps of stability up top. And then the collar itself is also really well padded, and so it matches that comfort that you're getting underfoot. As far as sizing goes, these run true to size. I found that this fits exactly like all of my other Air Max shoes, so like an Air Max 2090, an Air Max 90, an Air Max 270. Chances are you've got or tried on a pair of those shoes, so I would go with whatever size it is you've tried those shoes on, yeah, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Go with whatever your true to size is. Another great feature of the Air Max 2021 is that it's part of Nike's sustainability range. The shoe itself is made from at least 20% recycled materials. On the Nike website, they say that 20% is by weight, and so that would vary from shoe to shoe. But I just think it's great that Nike are introducing that concept to more and more of its shoes. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Air Max 2090 that was released last year. Don't get me wrong, I liked it, and I do have 4 pairs in different colorways, but I didn't love it. Except for the Evolution of Icons colorway. That thing is dope. I absolutely love the way that they finished that model. I think every 2090 should have had that design philosophy behind it. But with the 2021, I really like this model. I like it so much that I think it is a contender for casual sneaker of the year. The upper isn't my favorite. Everything else on the shoe just works really well, and it's an ideal lifestyle sneaker. It's comfortable, it's not overly heavy, and from a design perspective, it's progressive without being too in your face. I am super keen to hear about what you guys think of the Air Max 2021, so let me know in the comments below. But until the next video, laters.